Could Bitcoin act as a layer 1 on Web 3.0? According to Munib Ali, the founder of Blockstack, yes. Blockstack spearheads development of Blockstack Stacks blockchain, which is an open source project building software for a user-owned internet. According to Ali, Bitcoin introduced digital property. Quote, in human civilization, whenever you have introduced property rights, the living standards for those people and societies have gone up, because as soon as you introduce property rights, people start to self-organize. They try to work for themselves. All sorts of capital formation happens. Markets develop, and so on and so forth. Ali believes these digital property rights must be defined at a global layer. Quote, Bitcoin becomes that global layer, the source of truth. Imagine how critical the internet is for everyday life, and we had been in an era where we didn't have property rights, on the internet that is. According to Ali, Bitcoin changed that. Quote, now the web has property rights. People own their stuff. We can directly own cryptocurrencies. We've got smart contracts and Web 3.0 applications. They are derivatives of property. Ali slices the evolution of the internet into two epochs, before digital property and after digital property. The Crypto 2.0 community, the harbinger of which is the Bitcoin blockchain by Satoshi Nakamoto, defined digital property rights. As Ali said, quote, crypto then merged with the web to give you Web 3.0. Web 3.0 will emerge on top of blockchains, according to Ali, who worked on next-generation internet infrastructure before joining the Bitcoin and crypto industry. Quote, there were very specific problems that we were trying to solve, says Ali of his pre-blockchain work. Quote, and when we discovered blockchains, it was a perfect solution for the problems that we were looking at. The next generation of internet is commonly called Web 3.0, and as Ali and others say, it will likely emerge on top of blockchains. What's not clear right now is which blockchain design works best for this Web 3.0. Quote, that's where you're seeing a lot of experimentation, with different projects trying to propose different types of designs, according to Ali. You can't discount Bitcoin from the entire Web 3.0 ecosystem. It is by far the most secure blockchain. There are network effects as well. Most people get introduced to cryptocurrencies through Bitcoin, and projects like Lightning are innovating on top of Bitcoin. Ali says products like Blockstack can anchor Web 3.0 while using Bitcoin, the first blockchain. Quote, that might be the sustainable path to Web 3.0 development. As users start moving away from Web 2.0, we realize how the underlying technology to enable cryptocurrencies is the same as the technology that enables Web 3.0 apps. Users can own digital currencies and internet assets with similar private keys. The artificial line between money and data disappears, and a unified digital society emerges. Ali adds, quote, Bitcoin is the reserve currency of the society, and smart contracts and Web 3.0 apps anchor to the security of Bitcoin. According to Ali, Bitcoin will serve the same purpose in a decentralized internet as for future payments on the network. Quote, in 10 years, you won't be doing transfers at the Bitcoin layer, he said. There will be something like Lightning, where a lot of transactions are happening, and then you're settling on Bitcoin, or there are smart contracts running somewhere else, and then they're settling on Bitcoin. Similarly, applications built on Web 3.0 can derive their security from Bitcoin. Ali sees Bitcoin and blockchain as a foundational layer of Web 3.0. There are many different projects trying to build blockchains for Web 3.0 type applications. The core innovation behind blockchains is that no single party has majority control of the network, according to Ali. He and many others believe Web 3.0 must share this same characteristic. Quote, you're not depending on a company like Google, Facebook, or any single entity. It is a network that is very hard to hack, in the sense that if something is written on Bitcoin's blockchain, it's very hard to go back and change that information in a process called reorg, which on Bitcoin is insanely expensive to the extent it's almost impossible to pull off. Such functionality results by connecting stacked blockchain to Bitcoin, says Ali, of creating Web 3.0. Blockstack, which was founded in 2013, is building this foundational layer for Web 3.0 by leveraging Bitcoin security. Instead of creating a separate proof of work blockchain, which is the consensus method upon which Bitcoin is based, and also a method that other blockchains have taken, that is creating their own proof of work blockchains, Ali believes this might not be secure, and that in its early days such a blockchain can be attacked. Blockstack designed a new consensus mechanism that uses the security of Bitcoin. Quote, "It's a next generation internet infrastructure with privacy-focused, decentralized applications or smart contracts," says Ali. "You fundamentally need a blockchain for some of this functionality." Blockstack introduced in Q1 2020 their proof of transfer protocol, which they call POX. It's a mining mechanism that Blockstack believes will be a key tool in creating a user-owned internet and Web 3.0. It would help anyone who wants to start a new blockchain to leverage Bitcoin's security layer. The design uses Bitcoin's proof of work to launch new blockchains, while allowing participants to earn Bitcoin for consensus participation, ecosystem developer funds, and incentives for specific players. POX enables smart contract languages such as Clarity to leverage Bitcoin's security without any modification to Bitcoin, and developers to create new POX blockchains using the security properties of Bitcoin. Blockstack could have started a new proof of work blockchain, but they chose otherwise. Quote, "Bitcoin is already here," said Ali. "It has been here for 10 plus years now. It is by far the most secure proof of work blockchain. When looking at the hash rate of Bitcoin, it is hard to attack Bitcoin. It can be viewed as a reserve cryptocurrency." For these comments and others, feel free to check out the Gold, Silver, Bitcoin podcast with Munib Ali. Thank you for watching. Check us out at goldsilverbitcoin.com.